Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys. So I took a day off yesterday. Very nice to take a little bit of time off. You gotta, what's Ferris Bueller say? You gotta stop and smell the roses every now and again, right? So I took a little bit of time off. I didn't do a whole lot of commenting yesterday, although I was reading some stuff that I was really liking, and I was literally typing a comment on one of them, and I'm like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna see what happens. Yesterday, guys, we had a few different members just basically start writing, hey, look, I found this system, I found that system. And you guys, a few of you guys found Pepperdine, right? And absolutely Pepperdine was a pick yesterday. It fell into the system that I did a few days ago. And again, against Gonzaga, right? But you guys picked up on it and got the win. And I know a number of you guys tailed it because I saw the comment. I'm literally watching this going, and I'm so glad I didn't comment and be like, yes, that's a play. People figured it out and got the play in. So to the few people that did that and the couple people that tailed it, congratulations to you guys. Right on. That is exactly what this has been about since day one, right? It's about, we're going to have some free picks and show you guys how I get to my picks. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to be able to find these games and to make these picks. And when I saw that yesterday, guys, it was a very exciting, very proud moment. Become the masters young Padawan have. That's how I felt. So very, very cool stuff, guys. Very cool. Thank you for that too. Okay, so let's take a flashback to what seems like eons ago, because I normally do this every day with you guys. We had a really, really busy day a couple days ago. Not the greatest day. Look, overall, Masterclass, we ended up with 14 plays. We finished 6-8. We did hit our 2 unit play. So, the loss was negligible, less than 2 units. Our 2 unit play, if anyone's interested, we had Texas Tech +3. Again, just another really simple trap line. No question about it. I had 9 system indicators on that game, an easy 2 unit play. It went from +3 down to 1.5. And look, if you guys, if you have the Score app or on Facebook or any of the sports betting groups, specifically the Score app, scrolling through right before that game, everyone's talking about, Texas being we had Texas Tech against Texas. Everyone's talking about Texas, -1.5 or money line, gift to the century, blah, 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 blah. Absolute 100% clear trap line. So, I was happy to get that. Look, I like Texas Tech. I think, their defense, although they didn't play a whole lot of defense in the first half, but eventually they stepped it up. Their defense, it could get them up there. I mean, I think they're going to continue to climb in the rankings. They can score here and there, but their defense is very, very, very strong. Disappointing start in hockey. Not how I want to start the year. Look, Montreal Canadiens, we get out to an early lead. We got them as a +125 dog, so it'd be nice to get that one locked up. Montreal gets out to an early lead and blows the lead. It's now 1-1, but that's okay. They take a 3-1 lead, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. But then back-to-back penalties and back-to-back power play goals. It is now 3-3, but the Montreal Canadiens take their 3rd lead of the game, and that should be that, but it isn't. They end up giving up the tying goal again and then go to overtime and lose. As a matter of fact, the only time the Leafs won the game led the game is when they won it in overtime. So a little bit disappointing there. Vancouver, Edmonton, I said, look, I like the over. We did get a fairly easy over in that game. Colorado, again, we had the early lead in that one. Maybe 2 hockey games, nice leads and end up losing them both. Look, it is what it is. Northwestern and Ohio State, very disappointing in this game. Very disappointing. Look, what I tell you guys, at the end of the day, if we can beat these closing lines, okay, we consistently continue to beat these closing lines and find value. And often when you're beating a closing line, what are you doing? You're sitting there with the sharps, only you got the best number, right? So, we bet this game at 142.5. And I mean, every bloody sharp on earth bets the under on this game. And this line falls 4.5, 5 points by game time. So, not only do we got all these sharps betting with us, but we got the best of the best when it comes to lines, and I'm feeling great about it. And it goes over. It's like an easy over in that one too. Teams just shooting 50% back and forth, draining threes. And it's just very disappointing. When you have the games like that, you expect to win them. So, we're sitting on a couple of hockey games where you had a lead. We're sitting on a game here where, we beat the total, we beat the closing total convincingly, and to still, come up short on those games. Now, I will say, so look, NC State, it was a bad pick. Okay, look, yes, there was steam on it. There was 3 system indicators, but when you really dive down and look at that matchup, it isn't a great matchup for them. And, again, this is what I'm trying to eliminate this year, because this is going to take us again to the next level. And it's hard. I mean, look, you're always going to have games where, you miss something here and there, but we're going to try to keep those to a minimum, but not a great play. Disappointing a little bit on the other ones, but yeah, yada yada. Onward and upward, guys. Let's get rock and rolling. Before I do, actually, let me address one quick question. There was a Q&A, and this has to do with line movements. Okay, people ask me this actually fairly often. I just got asked the other day. So let's say, I'm like, okay, I like the under. We'll use this Northwestern Ohio State game. So I like the under. I say, guys, under 142.5. I love the under. Let's rock and roll. Okay. Now all of a sudden, that line gets hammered down. Let's say, 5 full points. It gets hammered down, and, line sitting 137.5. The question I get often is, okay, if it's gone down that much, now should we bet the over on it? No, I still wouldn't. And look, that's always going to be a case-by-case basis. Now this is people not asking about like middling a game per se, which again, up to you. But this is asking more along the lines of, look, I missed the line that was originally, I missed getting the under. Should I then in turn bet the over? No, you'd have to see a significant move before you would then see value on an over in a game. Because often, guys, look, when I'm giving you this pick, I'm not seeing 1 point or half a point of value. I'm seeing a number of points of value there. I wouldn't give it out as a pick. If the value's too thin, it's just not there. I can look at any game and say, that game's off a half point, or that game's off a point. Doesn't make it a pick. So when I find, something that's off maybe 2.5, 3, 4, then I'm going to bet that. But, just because it drops 5, that doesn't mean it's created value on the other side. So I guess the flip side of that question is, okay, what if you already have a position and it drops, 5 or 6, or in college, sometimes 7 points? Should you try for a middle? That's personally, that's up to you. Look, it's not the wrong play. When you have a significant line move like that, trying for a middle, it's profitable. It probably, when you have a big line move like that, it is profitable, because really, ultimately, you're only going to ever lose juice on one side of it. So you're looking at, if you're a regular juice, then, 1 in 20 you hit, you're good. Reduced juice, 1 in 40 you hit, you're good. So, it's not the end of the world, really, to try for a middle. My issue I have with a middle is that, look, I have value in this game. That's why I'm betting it. And now that line has fallen significantly, I now have very good value on that game, because that means I got the best numbers. So why do I want to then take a bet where I have now a significant advantage on a game and go ahead, bet the other side, just try to get a middle? So that's up to you. It takes away the sweat, right? You can sit there and watch a game and, hope that it lands on one of, 6 or 7 key numbers and walk away with either winning one side or both sides of the game. And, so that's up to you guys. But hopefully that, that answers some of the questions that I get about those. All right, let's get cracking here, guys. Here's what I got today. I got a little bit mix of hockey, soccer, NBA, college basketball, you name it. In total, guys, here's what I got. I have eight plays, okay? I have 4 free picks and 4 Masterclass, but 1 free pick and 1 Masterclass. They're both for Saturday morning soccer. So I'm going to give that to you guys today because, again, I want you to be able to get the play in early. And I believe, the Masterclass game, I think, goes very early in the morning, 7 a.m. Free picks, I believe, about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what time that is on the other side of the pond, but it's early in North America, very early in Vegas. So I'll get that out to you guys today. For free picks, I have 2 hockey plays, and I have a college basketball play. Masterclass, if you guys are interested, benderwins.com, $99 a month, $3 a day. You get all my picks, guys, as well as all the Masterclass videos, educational videos, where you can find literally dozens, if not probably close to 100 systems, similar to the system that, you guys were given and that you guys used to find Pepperdine. I'm so happy about that. You guys have no idea. Anyways, so for Masterclass, guys, we have a soccer play going on Saturday. I have a college football and I have 2 NBA plays for you guys, okay? So let's get cracking with the free picks. First off, guys, we're going to go for soccer here. This goes on Saturday. Again, I believe 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't quote me on that one, though. Leeds and Brighton, okay? Leeds and Brighton, guys. We're going to bet under 3 minus 118, 1 unit, okay? Leeds and Brighton, under 3 minus 118. All right. On to hockey. Okay, we got a couple plays here, guys. First off, I can't believe I got to do it again. Ottawa Senators going against the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. Going to take the Ottawa Senators. We're going to take them puck line plus 1.5 minus 140, okay? Ottawa's home opener. Ottawa, if you guys are not familiar with the NHL, not a great hockey team. They're not a great hockey team, but look, they've made a few moves, brought in some new tenders. I think that, Ottawa is going to be a team on the upswing. Are they going to be a playoff team? No, they are not. But their home opener, guys, you have to understand the Toronto-Ottawa rivalry. There's some games circled on Ottawa's calendar, and this is one of them, okay? Toronto, obviously, very strong offensively, and we saw that the other day against Montreal. They could turn out to be one of these teams where just no lead is safe. But I look for the Ottawa Senators, guys, to keep this close in their home opener. I do have a system that does have to do with teams' home openers. They do fall under that. Again, it's a very small sample size for that, so I don't put too much emphasis just on that particularly. But these teams always play each other hard. When it comes to talent, yes, there's no doubt about it. Toronto has more talent than the Senators, but I think Ottawa can keep this close, potentially even win the game, but at plus 1.5, guys, gives us a lot of options here. So that's what we're going to do. Plus 1.5, minus 140. All right, now back over to Colorado and St. Louis, guys. Deja vu. We're going to go right back onto the Colorado Avalanche, okay? With Colorado, again, like I said, blew that early lead, ended up losing the game. I have 3 system indicators on this game. We're going to go with Colorado in this one, guys. I like Colorado. I think Colorado, they have to be a favorite to win the Stanley Cup this year, or at least, top 2. Like, they're 1 and 2 with, probably Tampa Bay, would be the other ones. Obviously, Tampa Bay, complete powerhouse. But Colorado, guys, look, they have some amazing talent on that team that's just starting to come into their absolute prime. So you look at guys like Rantanen, McKinnon, there's a couple other additions like Shestakov, I think is his name, or Nishushkin. So I'm going to hear about it for that. Anyways, look, these guys are coming in prime. NHL prime guys. Look, it's getting younger and younger, but they're in them, guys, now. You're looking like, 24 up to probably 28. A few years ago, prime was, 25 to 30. Now 30 is past the prime. But again, when I talk about prime, guys, it's so important, and this is so important in hockey, understand this, that, people say, yeah, well, look, like 24 or 25, that's not a guy's prime. His prime, he scored the most goals when he was 22. And I say, the pure overall understanding of the game of hockey is not just putting pucks in the net. This is very, very much a two-way game. And when you look at a lot of those guys, yeah, fine, that guy put up, 110 points when he was 22, and he only put up 95 when he was 25 years old. We have much better plus minus. Overall adjusted Corsi was better. All these interesting statistics and stuff. So there's a lot more to look at. Hockey players, especially defensemen, mature much later. Defensemen's prime is probably 28 to 30. Colorado has these guys coming into the sweet spot, guys. I love their goaltending. You guys know I'm a huge Pavel Francouz fan. It didn't matter how well he played last year. He struggled in the playoffs a little bit. It didn't matter how well he played last year. Vegas never picked up on this guy. They just never picked up on this guy. There was so much bloody value on Colorado last year. Made us a fair amount of money. Again, Franco's not playing in this game, but we're going to find him later on this year, guys, and we're going to ride him for some more value because I'm telling you, Vegas just doesn't know who this guy is yet. So anyways, long story short, Colorado, guys, 1 unit, minus 140. All right, last play, going over to college basketball. Look, this is a straight value play, guys. We have North Dakota and North Dakota State. We are going to take North Dakota plus the 5.5 points, okay? So we're going to take North Dakota plus the 5.5 points. It's just too many points. The line it's wrong, and obviously that is good for us, gives us significant value. So get this one in, guys. I do see this being, look, I could be wrong, but I see this as being a line that does not stick around very long. Could see 4, I don't know, maybe 4.5, 3.5, maybe by game time. Yeah, the line is off, and that's where the value is. So anyways, guys, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Again, thank you to everyone, all the guys commenting yesterday and contributing and helping each other out. And you guys locked that system down. I'm super proud. And you got the W. So fantastic, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.